This is a feel-good yoga flow. So we will move, but this is designed for when you're just kind of sore, like I am right now. Maybe you did a hard sculpt class. So we'll start on our back and just arrive. Knees bent, feet wide. Let that exhale just sink you into the mat. Windshield wipers. Yay. Often 15, 20 minutes, just getting on the mat. Giving yourself that time is enough. Windshield wiper, right to left. Feel the knees just rock easily. Let gravity kind of do it for you so there's less effort. Find center. Hands to thighs, traction and resist. So you're exhaling to feel this resistance into your legs. Maybe toes lift. In turn, there's space around the low back. You don't have to over try. Just breathe in. One knee hugs to chest. Give it a little circle. And we'll do the same thing, just with one knee up, both hands to that leg. You don't have to overdo it, but push the leg away and don't let it. Take an exhale. Other side. Give your left knee a hug, circle it out. Breathe in. Push. Everything else stays the same. Your belly will turn on in that one, but it's also going to release the backs. Tilting pelvis a bit, back to windshield wipers, just a couple, and we'll do both this time. So knees hug in, add some circles, both directions. Just even rocking and massaging the sacrum on the ground is delicious. Knees over hips, shins parallel, toes flex a little. Wrap belly with care, shoulders, neck, hands to the thighs. Take a breath in, we'll do 3 breaths. Long exhale. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep everything the same, soften shoulders. Exhale through nose for 6. Push. Feel the belly, soften the shoulders. Last one, stay in this shape. Feel the belly, C-curve, low back, shoulders easy. Breath in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Resist for 7. On the exhale, 6, 5, belly, 4, soften shoulders, 3, relax jaw, 2, feel the low belly hug in, and you're done. Yes, rock and roll. The good news is that really that kind of traction and resistance, make your way to child's pose, is going to develop what I've noticed and what I see, and what a lot of the discussion right now is how it's going to be very helpful for the core, more helpful in turn than lots of crunches. But we could talk about that later. So just child's pose, bowing your head. Ease into puppy. It's always lingering on any shape that you want to hang out with. Cat-cows. Push the floor. Extend. And try with a wide stance for your knees for this one. So we're lifting and flowing. You might even experiment with what just happens. So you don't have to use your brain. Just feel the sensational quality, texture of the breath in the body. Curl your toes under, knees under hips. Push the floor, set up your foundation. Hover your knees. Find your belly. This is a very similar position to when we were on our back. Chest to thighs. So you're kind of about to, like a cat about to pounce on something. Begin to extend your legs, down dog, and this is about where I'm at right now personally, because my hamstrings don't have that range of motion right now. Maybe with time they will. But if I were to straighten my legs, did you see that difference in my low back? So this is actually a little bit a nicer alignment there. The knees bent, and I'm not quite open enough to straighten them all the way. You can experiment with that in your body, but take a breath in for 5. 1, 2, through the nose. Gonna exhale all the way to the end. Walk or hop to the top of the mat, dangle your body. Let it be easy. Let the effort just come out of the head. Interlace hands at the low back. We're really not going to do anything hard, but we're going to move our body and check out how just moving and circulating can really, it feels good. Release the arms down, roll on up to stand. Heavy, easy, messy. Arms lift up. Widen, keep that nice wide stance. We'll do sunflowers. So grab your elbow, opposite elbow, to the right. Feel that side stretch. Bend the knees, holding the elbows, finding a huge circle. Maybe slowing down on the little maybe there's a nuance or little something you feel, and you might slow in that time just to work through it. And we'll do another one. And it also might feel good to go fast. One last one. Notice your breath. Meet up at the top and stretch over to the right, keeping this arm position. Maybe tighten up your stance just so it feels good. Head can rest the arms. Breathing out. Rise up to stand. Switch that hold. Widen stance and sunflower to the left. So maybe the first one you go kind of slow. Just checking it out. Two more. Bending your knees as much as you need. And last one. Meet up at the top. Tighten your stance. Side stretch. Reach to the left. Maybe bring the arms back a little bit. Notice your neck. Take a sigh. And release the arms. Bow, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Meet in high plank. I'll take it to the belly. On or off the knees. A cobra. Toenails down. Bow. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. So we can try it again. We can hover the knees. Belly supports you. Chest to thighs. Start to lift the hips, lift the hips, lift the hips. And we already have a little more range of motion. Right leg lifts. Maybe open that hip in just a feel-good way. It doesn't have to be big. Draw a circle. So you're kind of initiating it with your knee other way, but you're really getting a nice lubrication for the hip. Bring your foot all the way through and lower back knee. Reach the right arm up, and how about some nice circles? Reach it back, stay, or grab your back foot. And we'll stay here for 3 breaths. Feeling through the left thigh. Noticing the exhale. Little stretch in the right shoulder. Ease in the face. Last breath out. Gentle release of the foot. Bow to the inside of your right foot, so you might kind of toe heel it out at a 45. And if you want, lift the back knee, up to you. We'll glide forward and back. Circle the hips. And check out what the undulation of the spine feels. So as you bow your head, notice you might get more into your right hip. Come to your forearms if that's available, or stay. 3 breaths. Part of me wants to keep that back knee up for a little more power, but really, I also just want to bring it down, so I'm going to go with that. Take an exhale. There's some sort of gift about kind of that tenderness to yourself, you know? Plant your palms, lift up, and we'll skater our way to the left side of the mat. So left knee will bend, left arm lifts up. Feel the reach from the right fingertips to the left, little twist, big inhale. Make your way back through to the right skater and pivot, warrior 2. Right toes forward, left toes in a little bit, ground, root, rise to 2. Breath into reverse, just one time. Exhale, frame your right foot. So as we breathe out, pivot the back foot, pyramid pose. Parshvo Tanasana. You could walk your hands down, you could stay halfway up. You can even bend that right knee a little bit, or just come to a bow. Doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, perfect isn't what we're interested in. We're here to find shape, breathe with it, and notice. One more breath in, maybe a little elongation, just to feel the space you can help your body create. Exhale, bow and stay, or for fun, left leg up. Take a big breath in. Find your exhale, last pose on this side, lounging lizard to side plank. Left toes drop, inch the right foot back. This is lounging lizard here, so you might dip it a couple times, adding the right arm. You could stay on the low, which feels nice on that side stretch here, right hip. Oh. And if you want, pushing through the left hand, stabilizing your left shoulder by setting it back. You might bring that right foot behind you or find some form of side plank for your last shape before vinyasa. And we'll flow that out, or downward dog. I'm going to go to the belly. You can do a chaturanga. Cobra, up dog. Find your down dog. That's where we'll meet. Hover the knees, chest to thighs. Check out. Left leg lifts. Open the hip. Find a big circle. Big circle one direction, big circle the other direction. Breath in. Lunge, step that left foot all the way through. Right knee to the ground. Left arm back strokes a few times. Big, nice circle for that left shoulder. And reach it back. Maybe capture back foot, and it's not necessary. If your foot isn't available, stay with the lunge, that's enough. And you don't really have to go halfway in between necessarily unless that feels good. So another breath in, noticing the right thigh, right hip flexor. Notice your left chest, exhale. You might even close your eyes so you can just tune in. You don't have to look the video, just feel it. Release your foot. Bow to the inside of your left foot. So you might have inched the left foot out and fired up through that right leg and lifted it as we draw some circles. Glide forward and back, bringing some circulation and fluidity to the hips, undulating through the spine to notice the connection. So as you bring your head down, you probably will feel it more in that left hip. You might stay or drop to your forearms, 3 breaths. You choose what you'll find helpful. And for me, it felt like I was just kind of pushing it a little bit, and I didn't need to. Another exhale all the way to the end. Just finding that balance. Come on up. Take a breath. Notice the breath in. Make your way to skater to the right knee. Lift that right arm up. So now we're in a twist while we feel our left inner thigh, our right hip a little bit. Big breath in, reach. Notice that vast wingspan of yours. Make your way through to the other side. Pivot your left toes, and you might have to tighten up your stance for warrior two. So you're rooting down, feeling your belly, feeling your hips to rise up. Spread your toes. Reverse warrior. Big inhale. Oh. Frame your left foot. Find your exhale. Pivot the back foot. Inch it in. Hamstring stretch for your left leg. You can come up higher. You can bow down. It's okay if the upper back rounds a little bit. Just notice how your low back feels. Breathing in. Breathing out. It's not about the external shape. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Feel it. Feel the inside of you. Nobody's watching. Nobody's judging. This is for you. This is your time. Take another sigh. If you wanted to play with that right leg lifted up for fun, you can. Well, vinyasa, or actually, I'm wrong. Lounging lizard. Left foot steps back a little bit and 10 toes face the left. So dipping it down, lifting it up, maybe adding that arm movement. Maybe staying down here. It feels a nice side stretch, a little hip, both hips. Or staying up, really rooting through that right L of the hand, the whole hand really. Setting that right shoulder back so it's stable. And possibly finding a different position for your side plank. Breath in. Shoulder blades hug in. Take an exhale. And you did it. You might vinyasa it out. You might meet in down dog. One breath in. Notice, take a scan of this dog. We haven't been moving for too long, but enough to feel a difference. Walk through, sit back down. And let's lay all the way down on our back. Windshield wipers, so we're gonna do this again. Just so that not just our being can remember the change. We'll have a deeper effect that way. Bring the right knee in, do some circles, massaging the low back. Take a breath in, knee over hip, and resist maybe a little bit more, but feel the engagement of your low belly. Switch. Left knee hugs in, some circles. Take a breath. Knee over hip, toes energized. Exhale, kind of dynamically give it a resistance and watch how the belly can hug in and activate, especially the low belly. Good, foot down, we'll do both. Knees hug in, both directions. Knees right over hips, toes flex, hands to thighs, 3 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, soften shoulders and neck, but push. Breathing out. Feel a hug of the belly. Feel like the upper ribs are lifting and spreading open. Last one. Notice that deep inner activation. Exhale, 10, 9, 8. Push. Low belly hugs in. Lengthen through the crown of the head. 5, 4, 3, push. 2. Shaking, quivering, and give yourself a hug. Yes. Windshield wipers. Right to left. And we'll again hug the right knee into chest, this time adding a twist. Right knee across, right arm open. Stay for a breath. Sigh it out. Just let it feel good. Relax the neck and head. Switch. Left knee hugs in. Give yourself a twist. Left arm reaches in. Feel that chest stretch. Feel the low back. Take a sigh and let it be easy. So it doesn't need to pinch for it to be working. Just let it be easy. Melting into the floor. Come back to center and we'll do happy baby and then shavasana. Just rock out through your hips and your inner thighs. One more breath in, so breathing in. See if you can get your sacrum on the ground. Breathing out all the way to the end. Nice tender hug. And laying in shavasana. So lay your body out flat. Feel your legs and your arms. Find any shape that you feel held and relaxed enough to just kind of drop and let go. And even if it's hard to let go, that's okay too. Just letting yourself be with exactly where you are and how you are with a tenderness. As you're ready, deepen your breath. Roll to your side. Rise up and begin to reconnect with the environment around you. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.